When it comes to auto repair or anything else, customers buy from people who they know, like, and trust. And one of the challenges we face in automotive is folks don't trust us. One of the best ways to be able to build credibility with your audience is social proof. And what do I mean by social proof? Well, I've got a car here in Lakeland that is a older Mercedes Benz. I only drive old cars because I'm cheap. And so this old Mercedes Benz needs to go in for its service, and I generally will take it to an independent mechanic because, one, I'm cheap, and two, they tend to know those brands a little bit better than even the dealers do, particularly once they get a little bit older. So where do I find my independent mechanic, having recently moved to Lakeland, Florida? Well, you get online and you start searching, and you look on the Mercedes forums, and you look on the Yelp, and you look on Google reviews, and you kind of triangulate all these things out to, who's got the best reviews. Well, I found a local mechanic that's got a 4.9 on Google and is written up well in the independent Mercedes reviews, and I can't drive all the way out to the coast where there's another really good Mercedes mechanic. So I'm like, look, this works well. But how did I come to that conclusion? Well, it was two ways. One, I took a look at all the reviews online and said, hey, this particular mechanic knows what they're doing. So their online reputation and that reputation management is important for someone like me. And again, I'm part of the local Mercedes club, so you can kind of reach out and ask some questions and kind of see who people would recommend, and they get recommended there as well. So that's a social proof. The people who aren't the mechanic, the people who aren't the dealer telling you, hey, they're a great place to go, they do things right the first time, they're friendly, they're reasonable, they'll take good care of your car, that's all awesome stuff. So that's number one, is what's your online reputation look like, and do you have social proof? Do you have ways that you've tied together great reviews online and on multiple locations? So it's not just Google reviews. You might go, well, no one uses Yelp. Well, Yelp reviews matter. Google reviews matter. The local Mercedes club and their kind of microsite with here's our best spots or our recommendations of places to go or our partners to go matters. The Mercedes forums, where these guys are active and they answer questions and they provide reasonable, normal answers, and they go, oh, by the way, here's my YouTube channel. Go take a look, and I'll show you that I've got a video out there that shows you how to change the cabin air filter on a 2002 Mercedes E320. Bang, there you go. You go look at it, you go, these guys know what they're talking about. They're making it easy. They know that most of us Mercedes folks tend to like to work on our own vehicles. And so it makes it easy. That's the social proof. That's building that trust. That's building that confidence. You've got other folks who are looking at it, and it's not just one spot. It's not just Google. It's their website, their social environment. So, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, as well as the local enthusiast clubs, as well as some of the online bulletin board style forums where you can get on and start talking about your cars. That's number one. Number two is content is king. And this is on your website as well as on your social media sites. There's the garbage content of, here's a picture of a 190 SE. Here's a picture of, a 240D. Here's a picture of, so they're throwing pictures up, and it's just a nice looking car, and that's great, and folks like looking at it. What's more important to us than that is, if your Mercedes 240D is running rougher than normal, because a 240D will run a little rough anyway, here's some things to look at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 might have links out to the YouTube video that show you how to check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that delineated list, is sitting on the website for the shop. And so when you Google and it comes up with, if your 240D is running rough, here's 5 things to look at. Google's going to look at that and go, this is content rich. It's not only got good information in the body of the article. It's also got links out to YouTube videos, which also have descriptions that are content rich. And when you go to look at that and you're looking for a Mercedes mechanic because your 240D is running rich or is running rough, and you see this article and it's someplace that's relatively close, you're going to go, hey, I'm taking my vehicle there. There's another person who's out on the coast here in Florida, and they're well known nationally for their ability to work on older Mercedes because they're content rich. They publish YouTube videos which allow you to kind of see what the inner workings are of the shop, and here's some pros and cons on this particular type of Mercedes. If you have a dealership or you have a repair facility, do two things. Get social proof. Get out there on various locations, whether it's Quora, whether it's Reddit, whether it's your enthusiast sites, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, your website, and get social proof that you know what you're doing, that people can begin to know, like, and trust you, so they'll buy from you. It'll take less than half an hour a day, and you can make a big difference. The other piece is make the content you put out there content rich. You can put out garbage content, you can put out easy content, you can put out links to general news, automotive news, links to Mercedes is going all electric by 2023. No one is going to look at that versus I've got a problem with my Mercedes, and let me Google what that, kind of what the symptoms are. Your website comes up. You are now a trusted resource because you're trusted by Google, and they can see that if they start doing the research, you've got social proof to back you up. Your online reputation matters, and pretty soon you're going to have more work than you can handle. Social proof, content rich. Put the two together. Don't waste your money on just having a garbage website, just throwing something up there. It doesn't matter anymore. And don't waste your time throwing garbage content out there when you could put less content but higher quality content and get a much better response for your content dollar. Until next time.